Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to XFW, our flagship show. XFW Danger Zone is now going live
The following contest is
as we await the arrival of our first competitors. And here comes Bryce Watts.
way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia.
Bryce Watts, the full roller derby queen turned professional wrestler. This young lady is damn exciting to watch inside the squared circle. But she'll have her hands full tonight with the insane redhead, the girl next door, Corey Foster. The fiery redhead from XFW, the former women's champion. This young lady goes from zero to insane in a matter of seconds. You know what they say about redheads, how they're fun to date, but you gotta watch the temper. Corey Foster, Chris Fair, thank you for sharing your stream, is the living embodiment of fiery redhead insanity. Don't let that pretty smile fool you. Adam, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Thank you everyone that's tuning in tonight, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Twitch, whether you are on YouTube, or watching directly on Bloodsword6.com. Thank you for tuning in. Corey Foster kicking things off with a side headlock and now wrenching on the head and neck of Bryce Watts. Watts now rolling her off. Foster dumps in with an elbow drop and connects already. And here we see the little bit of insanity starting things off. Right hand now by Foster. But look at Bryce Watts, handful of pigtails, blasting Foster down to that canvas and now stomping away. Chris Fair, thank you for sharing the stream. Caller number type now. Foster, a former women's champion. Bryce Watts looking to make her way through XFW, but getting a handful of fists to the forehead and now rolling to the outside, trying to stave off the attacks of Corey Foster. J.R. Richmond, thank you for liking the stream. Watts cuts her off and counters her and dumps Foster flat face on the canvas. The newcomer taking it to the former women's champion. Johnny Ivan, welcome to the stream. Foster on the receiving now, and a stiff kick to the back of the neck. Watts has some incredible offense and a very much a violent streak, which probably stems from her days as a roller derby competitor, as right now she's stomping away on Corey Foster. And there was one hell of a haymaker delivered by Bryce Watts, who is taking control in this contest. Corey Foster counters with an arm drag. Nice move by Foster, and now a forearm. Foster with a second forearm, laying in. Watts now on her back. Foster setting her up and trying to throw it across the bottom rope as Corey Foster, and now Foster again getting a little cocky. We've seen Corey Foster get turned upside down and inside out ever since the arrival of Kitty Lane. Kitty Lane supposedly stealing the spotlight. As Foster said a few months ago, they've been at odds on and off again. Foster took a little bit of a hiatus as of late, but is back here in XFW, and right now winding up Bryce Watts and sending her into the steel steps at ringside. Micah Tura making the count. The Psycho Queen now back inside the ring. Watts laid out on the arena floor. Watts now making a beeline, trying to get back inside the ring. Foster goes for, oh, look at Watts, picks her by the hair again, grabbing her by those red shiny pigtails and tossing her across the ring. Now working on the arm. Watts now into an overhand wrist lock, driving Foster down to the canvas to one knee. Foster slugging away, trying to break the hold. Finally gets her grip free. And now grabbing Watts by the hair and tossing her halfway across the ring. Watts again rolling to the outside. Good ring awareness by the rookie Bryce Watts. Oh, and a right hand again by Foster. And now Foster again swirling those pigtails inside the ring as Micah Tura, header free, makes this count start again. These two have gotten nasty. Chris Fair is right. They are slugging it out. Tonight is a backhand slash by Bryce Watts. No respect there. And now Foster fires back with her own. Back to the side headlock takedown. The way this match started by Kari Foster again, showing her in-ring experience. Far more experience in the ring than Watts. Handful of hair now by Foster. Snapmare, Foster takes a rope and a stiff kick right to the back. Again by Kari Foster. Foster now. Oh, you don't see a lot of girls next door with the twerks. And then a beautiful moonsault. And now Foster on the middle rope. Drives the elbow, nobody home. Watts countering out of the way. What is Watts? Got a little overzealous. Watts growling and kicks a DDT. Watts trying to get a little, right hand now from Foster. Foster with a backstabber. Watts now to cover, too close to the ropes. Watts trying to get a little, I don't know what she was doing, roaring in the face of Kari Foster. I guess something that they use in roller derby maybe to intimidate, but it didn't seem to work well. But I mean, when you're Kari Foster. But right now, Bryce Watts stomping away like a woman possessed. Chris Fair saying if it twerks, it works. I like that phrase. You might have to put that on a Kari Foster t-shirt. If it twerks, it works. Both ladies now on the outside. Bryce Watts saved by good ring awareness and being close to the ropes. Both ladies now back inside, and Foster explodes with a spear. And again, the girl next door, the fire redhead, touting her ego across the ring. Watts now on the receiving end again. Right hands to the temple by Foster. Catches the leg and a clothesline again. But Foster getting back to her feet. You see the temper flaring. There's a clothesline and a second one by Foster. Big time leg lariat as the temper again. Whoa! Watts now back in her feet and a beautiful uppercut. Both these ladies exploding with fire tonight. We've got a cover on Foster, but she gets the shoulder up. What unbelievable offense between these two tonight. No championship on the line. Just bragging rights, on Foster again laid out with a clothesline. And there's the elbow. There's the elbow flying to the air. Watts doesn't go for the cover though. That could be a mistake. Watts keeping the pressure on. Foster turns it around. Foster goes for an elbow. Both ladies now countering back and forth. Collar elbow tie up. This is unbelievable. This is the opening match tonight, folks. Roundhouse kick. Foster again with a counter. Unbelievable. Foster now in the corner. Handful of hair again, now blasting Watts' head repeatedly up that top turnbuckle. Keeps getting a little bit faster. Good Lord. Foster going to town. Watts in trouble now. Edwin Bonet, thank you for liking the stream. Foster now wrenching back on that knee. That is not supposed to bend in that direction. You see Watts holding on to her head, writhing in pain. Watts fires back. Lawrence Williams, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to Danger Zone. And a clothesline, and again Foster set up and over the top rope. And now we're back out on the outside floor. Micah Turr making the count, trying to get these ladies back inside the square circle. Foster going to help Watts get back in there herself. Both these ladies going back and forth, counting each other. Here we go. Foster now blasting Watts' head off the canvas. And now again the ground and pound. Foster, the anger coming out. Stomping away now. Foster in a mood tonight. Watts again with a counter Irish whip. Over the top rope. Foster manages to hang on. Right hand from Foster. Scoops her up. What she got planned into a backbreaker. And holds on and now stretches Watts across that knee. Extra pressure by Kari Foster. Foster stomping away again. And a second time with the twerk into the moonsault. Foster now with the cover again. And Foster lands the victory after a hard-fought battle back and forth. but the experience shows through, and Foster victorious tonight on Danger Zone. What an impressive win for Kari Foster, the Psycho. And I shouldn't really call it that because I don't want that door to the office to kick open and Kari Foster comes swinging through, because I've said some things in the past and it has not boded well for me. Folks, I try to keep it as down the middle as I can, but let's face it, there are some folks in XFW that do not require my praise, that they will just go off kilter if we say the wrong things. But that is XFW in a nutshell. But folks, thank you for tuning in tonight. Welcome to XFW. This is Danger Zone, our flagship show of the week. We hope you guys got a chance to check out XFW Crossfire, the new magazine show we put together on Thursday nights. We're no longer live on Thursday nights, but you can check out Crossfire every week on Thursday. We got some new stuff added in that we put on our YouTube channel and linked right to our Facebook. You can check it out there each and every week, folks. And I got word in that Dirk Webb is going to get his own segment going. He's going to reach deep down in and try to find some the hot gossip here in XFW and get you guys all the action and the around the how did Dirk put it? The back street word on XFW. I don't exactly know what that means, but when it comes to Dirk Webb, folks, it can mean anything. But we've got a lot of stuff coming here tonight on XFW, including our main event, Seth Walker clashing head-to-head with the Eliminator. Now, this is only 2 weeks away from the Eliminator and the Destroyer clashing in XFW Sudden Death. And folks, the match has been set. The Destroyer got to pick the stipulation after the Eliminator got himself disqualified on purpose. So the Destroyer can, as the Eliminator put it, pick his own demise. Well, it seems the Eliminator has picked a complete cell match. The Destroyer himself is calling it a death match. A new structure here for an XFW, a completely blood red contraption with chairs, ladders, tables, and more stuffed inside, folks. This one of these guys' career is over. Now, that's contractually obligated, but there's a good, solid chance neither one of these guys will even make it out of this hellacious structure that has been put together, devised by the Destroyer himself, folks. And again, but the Eliminator in our main event tonight will clash with Seth Walker, the former 6-time XFW World Heavyweight Champion. But right now, we're going to head down to ringside as the Maniacal Glee clashes with one half. Why can't I find the music for some of these guys when I'm trying to look at too many screens at once? But the Maniacal Glee is going to clash head-to-head with one half of Hazard Warning next on XFW Danger Zone. And here comes the Maniacal One now. Glee has been going back and forth, taking any match he can. Johnny Ivan, thank you for liking the stream. The Awoke Man 1234 over on Twitch. Thank you for tuning in. Johnny Ivan asked if that retro match of the Warbird and Eliminator last night ended yet. Johnny Ivan, thank you for sharing the stream. That was a long match between those two from quite a day in the past. Warbird and the Eliminator going at it. Warbird, one of my favorite past XFW stars. Jeffrey Wilson, thank you for liking the stream. As we rate the rival of his opponent.
And his opponent.
And here comes Liam Phelps.
At 220 pounds, Liam Phelps.
One half of the former tag team champions, Liam Phelps, making his way down the ringside. But Phelps may have not realized the match he signed on for tonight. From what I understand, folks, Glee has gone to the booking committee and signed about 15 to 20 open contracts to take on anyone who's willing to walk by and sign those. From what I understand, he's got about corkboard in the offices backstage. Ariel, thank you for liking. Welcome to XFW Danger Zone. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to everyone who has shared and liked our streams already. Thank you for joining us. This is XFW Danger Zone, our flagship show here on Bloodsword6 Streaming. And now Phelps and Glee set to go at it. Phelps, one of the, dare I say, lucky competitors that decided to sign on for a match with the maniacal Glee. There's the bell, and here we go. And Glee already leaving the ring. And Glee now back inside the ring. And Glee, what is going on? Glee, you already see Liam Phelps with his arms up in the air, frustrated as Glee refusing to make contact. Glee now again through the ropes. Phelps trying to get a handle on it. What the hell is going on? And you see Phelps again with his arms out trying to figure out what is in the world of Glee. Oh, come on. Glee now off the ropes. Here he comes in a clothesline. Glee playing cat and mouse with Liam Phelps. And this is what you get when you sign on with a match with this lunatic. Glee now with a jumping neckbreaker. Kick to the back now on Phelps. And Glee now again, you see the shenanigans starting. What a way to start off the match. I'm going running in circles around the ring. And now Phelps is caught up and back down. Vertical suplex by the maniacal one. The sociopath of XFW. The multiple personalities all behind that one simple shit-eating grin on that mask. Phelps now with a chin buster, leveling up the playing field here, trying to get one up over on the maniacal one. Drop kick right to the knee can do some serious damage, and Glee laid out. Alyssa Burdick, welcome. You forgot you got banned on Facebook for 30 days. I know that pain. And right now, Glee's feeling some pain as Phelps suplexes Glee with one arm and continues to lay the damage, putting all his own body weight on top of the arm. Glee with a nice counter, though. Glee now hoists him up. Phelps up and over the shoulder to counter the body slam. And a jumping neckbreaker now from Phelps. One half a hazard warning is taking it to the maniacal one. Oh, Glee, back and forth now we go as they continue to counter each other. Now Glee with his own diving neckbreaker. Phelps on the apron, Glee on the top rope. That is mighty close for Glee. But he lands the elbow. Glee lands inside. Phelps crashes to the outside arena floor. Glee now again, you see him crouching down, staring out at Phelps, planning his next move, which is to roll underneath the ropes to the outside. Both men now on the outside. Glee now just taunting Phelps. Just look at the stare. Backing away. And again, to stare across the ring, folks. At that grin, that evil, sinister smile that looks at you. Glee with a kick to the midsection and a knee lift from the maniacal one. And again, right back to the shenanigans at hand. Phelps now getting back to his feet. Glee does not really seem to be taking this match all too seriously. A lot more goofing off than we've seen in the past few weeks from the maniacal one, who's been clashing with the Costa Nostra on and off again. Right hand now from Glee. Goes for a smack. Phelps now with a nice counter. Kick to the midsection again, targeting that lower extremity of the maniacal one is Liam Phelps. Glee again with a nice counter. Fireman's carry takedown. Glee with a kick to the midsection. Rolls him up. Nice DDT from Glee, the leader of the Glee Club of XFW. And now Phelps rolling to the outside. And now Glee laying down in the middle of the ring. Johnny Ivan, I think you're correct. Glee, most people are. Sorry they sign on for a match with Glee, as right now Glee's starting to walk away. There's a shot again, Glee. Spinning neckbreaker using all his momentum. Carrying himself over. We've got a cover now for the maniacal one. But a kick out. Phelps stays resilient, keeps his shoulder off the canvas for the 3 count. Glee now stomping away. Glee now wrenching onto the arm of Phelps. And drives the shoulder down to the canvas. Glee now scaling the ropes. You don't see this often from the maniacal one. Shooting star press. Are you kidding me? And now the knee pads are grinning at us as Glee makes a cover. Phelps again wisely rolling back to his feet. Glee with a nice counter there. Snaps him over. Glee. Baseball slide enziguri. Phelps takes a shot right to the top of the head. And Glee gets the pinfall victory. Fubar528 over on Twitch says, oh snap. And that's exactly what Glee did, snapping that kick right upside the temple of Liam Phelps. There's the spinning neckbreaker. And you see Glee use his entire body to carry over the momentum, to add a little bit extra torque to that neckbreaker, but Phelps able to kick out still. And then Glee with a shooting star press. The Maniacal One upping his game and the shenanigans in this contest, but Glee walks away with the victory tonight. Whoa, 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 ladies and gentlemen, Tony Vincent from the Cosa Nostra is out here. And a shot to Glee. These two have been back and forth battling. Glee's been playing pranks on the Cosa Nostra for a while now, and Tony Vincent now out here laying in shots to the Maniacal One. Vincent now, whoa, blasting Glee's face down. Glee did not see him coming, and now Vincent taking advantage of it and beating the ever-loving crap out of Glee, and a headbutt now. Oh my dear Lord. Glee just got obliterated. Glee attacked by Tony Vincent from the Cosa Nostra. Again, Glee has been mocking the Cosa Nostra. Both Tony Vincent and Billy Rucci the past few weeks here in XFW. He's had matches with both of them and pretty impressive victories to speak of. But Tony Vincent obviously not happy with the shenanigans and the insanity that is the Maniacal Glee. But again, folks, Glee is not your average wrestler. Glee is multiple personality disorder. He's a sociopath. He's a psychopath. Excuse me. Glee will stare down at you, giggling and cackling as he's trying to stab you in the neck with a fork. Folks, I've seen that firsthand. The catering area back in our locker room is nowhere safe. Just when you think you're ready to have lunch, here comes Glee out under the table, throwing rolls at you, trying to bite your ankles. And yes, he does try to bite your ankles while he's wearing a mask, which tells you the insanity level of the Maniacal Glee. But it seems that level of nuisance has caught up with him, as it has put a target on his back from the Cosa Nostra, who continue to try to rid XFW of the Maniacal One. Well, again, folks, tonight our main event later on will feature Seth Walker, the former 6-time World Heavyweight Champion, taking on the man that says he's going to end the career of the Destroyer, the Eliminator. That will take place later on this evening, as well as a number of other matches. But right now, we're going to head down to ringside as Raiden Yamashita goes toe-to-toe with the Lightning Kid next on XFW Danger Zone. And here comes Raiden Yamashita. Ladies and gentlemen, we did have word that Raiden Yamashita has entered into a contract with Tiger Ramirez for a best-of-7 series. That will start next week on XFW Ground Zero, and the two will have a match each and every night on our programming right up until XFW Sudden Death. So stay tuned for that. We know Tiger Ramirez loves his series, and him and Raiden Yamashita have been bringing down the house, but here comes the Lightning Kid. James Shaw, thank you for liking the stream. Lightning Kid, one half of the Shooting Stars, the former XFW Tag Team Champions. I like to refer to the Shooting Stars as the forever underdogs here in XFW. What they lack in size and strength, they make up for in heart and willpower and sheer determination. James Shaw, thank you for sharing the stream. Welcome to XFW Danger Zone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank everyone that is tuning in, whether on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube. Thank you for joining us tonight for our flagship broadcast, XFW Danger Zone. We've not seen the Lightning Kid in singles competition in quite some time. Raiden Yamashita, however, gearing up, trying to build momentum, trying to get himself ready for this best-of-7 series with Tiger Ramirez. And again, that was just agreed to earlier today, and those matches, from what I understand, might start as early as tomorrow night on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. Tiger Ramirez and Raiden Yamashita entering the best-of-7 series. And from what I understand, will culminate in a 2 out of 3 falls match at XFW Sudden Death. Saturday, March 27th. Mark your calendars now. We've got a cover now by the Lightning Kid early on. On a 2 count, but almost a 3. Raiden Yamashita slow to get his shoulder up. You see the Lightning Kid not happy with the count. I'm surprised he got that much of a count. Surprised. He thought he was going to get rid of Raiden Yamashita that quick. Yamashita now, the martial arts kick to the back of the stomach. I was shooting by Raiden Yamashita. Baseball slide underneath, and Yamashita into a Hurricane Rana. Outstanding display by Raiden Yamashita. Where the hell is our replay at? Ah, good Lord. Up there it is. The baseball slide underneath, and into the Hurricane Rana. Raiden Yamashita goes to work. Right hand now. And another shot. Off the ropes, and again another hellacious clothesline by Raiden Yamashita. Yamashita now dumping him on the back of his head. Covered now by Raiden. Lightning Kid not even a 1 count. Gets the shoulder up. These two very evenly matched. Goes for a snapmare. Yamashita counters out of the way. Hip toss now by the Lightning Kid. Both these guys very, very fast. Very, very quick on their feet. Yamashita rolls to the outside, good ring awareness. Here comes the Lightning Kid, not afraid to get in his face, but paid the price. A nice roll away by the Lightning Kid, and goes for a kick, but Yamashita dodges back inside the ring. These guys going back and forth now on Danger Zone. Counter after counter, exchange after exchange. Yamashita now hoists him up over the top rope. Right hand now by Yamashita. Yamashita on the outside, hoists him up, drops him on the ring apron. Lightning Kid, the crowd in the front there, happy with that. I can guarantee the Lightning Kid was not as happy as those fans in the front row. Yamashita now on the outside, up on the top rope, springboard splash. Yamashita now with a cover. Kick out. Dirk Webb joining us over on the Twitch platform. Mr. Dirk Webb, thank you for joining us. Lightning Kid down with a kick to the thigh. Kid down with a front face lock. Beautiful snapmare suplex delivered by the Lightning Kid. Lightning Kid, one half of Shooting Stars with his partner, the Omega Kid. Lightning Kid now setting set. What is this? Raiden Yamashita staggering. Lightning Kid running across. Good Lord. I'd like to say put all his weight behind that, but I know the Lightning Kid barely breaking 200 pounds. But again, there was a lot of momentum behind that. That beautiful shotgun dropkick. And now look at this. Stretching out Raiden Yamashita. Half crab with his arm wrapped into there. But Yamashita able to get the shoulder up. Breaks the hold. Yamashita dodging through. Up and over. Oh, takes him down. Spinning DDT style maneuver by Raiden Yamashita. But a kick out again by the Lightning Kid, as these two continue to go back and forth tonight on XFW Danger Zone. Elbow shot now by Lightning Kid. Yamashita fires right back. And now a knife edge chop by Yamashita. Gets the kid to his feet. Snap there by Yamashita. Oh my good Lord! Did you see the way the Lightning Kid's head just snapped back? But still only a 2 count. That was brutal. Yamashita putting some emphasis on that. Calling elbow time now. The Lightning Kid showing why he was a former champion here in XFW. Showing that resiliency, showing that drive, that desire to continue to battle. And on the top ropes into a Hurricane Rana, and takes Yamashita head over heels. Lightning Kid now going to the top. He goes up. Yamashita! Are you kidding me? Yamashita gets to his feet. Look at that. Yamashita caught the Lightning Kid in midair. Wow. Yamashita with some absolute fantastic timing. Caught the Lightning Kid with that spin kick just as the Kid came off the top for the Phoenix Press. Unbelievable. What a shot by Raiden Yamashita. Raiden Yamashita with an outstanding maneuver, getting to his feet and landing that spinning kick to the head just as the Lightning Kid came off the top rope for that Phoenix Press. Johnny Ivan, the expression is well-founded. That was an outstanding battle between those two. But holy cow, Raiden Yamashita exploding to his feet. And again, folks, I cannot wait for this best of 7 series to start between Raiden Yamashita and Tiger Ramirez. Ramirez shot to XFW fame with his best of 7 series against Jesus Silva, in which fact he won that series. But then Jesus Silva went on to become the XFW Internet Champion. Tiger Ramirez has yet to capture a singles title here in XFW. Possibly thinking maybe another best of 7 series could shoot him up the charts here. I don't know about that, but I know damn well it'll bring the house down. We've seen a small taste of Yamashita and Tiger Ramirez in the ring as they battled one another and took each other to their limits. Now they're going to wrestle 7 back-to-back matches. And from what they're nodding at me, it's going to start tomorrow night at XFW Saturday Night Showdown. And this will culminate at XFW Sudden Death, a 2 out of 3 falls match, as how they're going to end this best of 7 series. So, folks, stay tuned for that. But right now, we're going to get ready to head down to ringside as the XFW Tag Team Champions, the Anarchist, clash with the Entourage next on XFW. And, folks, again, we've got a lot of matches coming your way tonight, including that monster main event with the Eliminator going toe-to-toe with Seth Walker. And there's been a lot of talk in the camp of Morgan Steiner. Morgan Steiner almost as an absentee father, if you will, to a majority of the Entourage. He's spending all his time with T. Adams, the only championship he's got in his stable right now. So with Steiner spending 2 miles, there it goes. I was afraid that was going to happen. There's our game crash, folks. So we're going to have to get the game loaded back up to get that tag match in. But right now we're going to go and take a look at the main event of Sudden Death, and that will be the Eliminator clashing with the Destroyer. Let's take a look. Career versus career. Everything on the line between these two. And the odd thing is, folks, the championship is not on the line in this contest. The Eliminator is not interested in the XFW World Heavyweight Championship. He's only interested in getting rid of the Destroyer from XFW. He says the Destroyer is past his time here. And even the fans disagree with the Eliminator. And, folks, this comes down to me as it's a lot of jealousy or possibly regret on the side of the Eliminator, who again is a decorated multi-time champion here in XFW. But I won't lie, to see these two clash week in and week out has been vastly entertaining. But the folks, the Eliminator taking that opportunity to get himself disqualified so the Destroyer would pick the stipulation of their match, it says a lot about the Eliminator and how the Thank you, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed the video package. We got more of those on the way as we continue to increase the production value here at XFW. But again, the Eliminator, that's showing the confidence level, the how he's going into this match, already assuming he's going to end the career of the Destroyer. And the Destroyer, who was allowed to pick the stipulation, picked a full-on Hell in the Cell, and now the cell is actually blood red, folks. Alyssa Burdick, thank you for saying amazing promo. If we understand, chairs, ladders, baseball bats, and more are going to be stuffed under the ring. So these guys have a ridiculous amount of things to play with to decimate each other. And we know one of these guys is going to retire after this matchup. That's contracted. They have to retire. But folks, I'm more worried about the long-lasting damage. Whichever guy wins this match may not be the same anymore after it's over. And not only that, folks, but this isn't a pin or submission match. This is a last man standing match inside a cell. A lot is riding up. Right now, let's head down to ringside for that tag team matchup next on XFW Danger Zone. And here comes the former tag champs, the Entourage.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 461 pounds, the Entourage.
The Entourage making their way down to the ringside. Folks in our audience are asking, where is Stan? We have still not seen Stan in the ring since his first victory. Stan has not returned. He's actually missed 2 broadcasts now, skipped 2 matches. From what we understand, Stan may still, in fact, be in Atlantic City, New Jersey, drinking over his first win and still celebrating. It's been a 2-week celebration for Stan Martin. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, the XFW Tag Team Champions, the Anarchists.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 526 pounds, the Anarchists.
Angus Hayes and the Monster Crom Ferguson. Capturing the XFW Tag Team Champions several months ago. And these two have been unstoppable ever since. I will say they have one of the best theme song entrances in this federation. I love that song. And here we go, folks. The current tag champs taking on the former tag champs as Angus Hayes is now laying in shots. Heavy repeated blows to the back of Barton Fisher. And now a slap across the face by Angus Hayes, and instantly goes and tags in Crom Ferguson. Fisher doesn't even realize he's been a tag. Oh, on the shoulder, drives him down. Ferguson with a heavy power slam. Barton Fisher already in trouble. Ferguson going to let him get back to his feet. Ooh, and a shot to the face now by Fisher. Front face lock. Barton Fisher now. Hoist him up. Beautiful snap suplex. Up and over. Amazing float over by Fisher to recover, but Ferguson easily gets the shoulder up. Fisher now in control, turning the tables on the big man. Driving the face in the turnbuckle. Tag. In comes Max Bennett. Both teams using quick tags already. But look at this double team maneuver coming up. Look at this. What is it? Oh! Sharpshooter style maneuver, and Max Bennett targeting that knee right on the patella with that shot into a German suplex. The former All-American Olympic star, but a tag there by Ferguson. In comes Angus Hayes again. And a knee shot to the face. Angus Hayes explosively fast inside the ring. Very, very wiry, as I believe they call it. But a counter again by big Max Bennett. Big right hand delivered. And another right hand. And a third. Good Lord. He's laying in some heavy meat shots. And now strangling Angus Hayes in the corner. And right there, folks, is why Max Bennett could not hang in the Olympics. Onto a sleeper hold. Back into a rear naked choke now by Bennett. Shades of his former Greco-Roman wrestling style. Oh, but Hayes lights him up with a headbutt. Blasting him in the nose. And now a cutter. Wow, did you see how far Barton Fisher, Max Bennett bounced in the air from that impact? Right hand now from Angus Hayes. Oh, and a shoulder tackle. Sends Fisher off the apron. Beautifully executed drop kick. And now Hayes going to the top rope in the corner of the entourage. Nobody home. Max Bennett saw that coming a mile away. And another German suplex. Hayes turned inside out, trying to call towards his partner, but Max Bennett there to cut him off. And a DDT. The tag champion's now in trouble. We've got a cover by Bennett. But Hayes gets the shoulder up easily. Angus Hayes getting to the outside, trying to shake off those cobwebs. And here comes Max Bennett in hot pursuit. Hayes right back inside. Right in their own corner. Oh, and a shot. Bennett still lights him up. Calling him a tie-up now. Hayes running. Bulldog. But Bennett gets right back up in his face. But Hayes continues the onslaught. Beautiful scoop slam. And then we'll have the tag champs on the top rope. Big time body splash. We've got a cover. Only a 1 count. Max Bennett shoved him off like yesterday's trash. Snap down by Bennett. Miss a counter by Hayes. Hayes with a shot to the back. Super kick. Square to the face. And Bennett may have just passed out. We've got a cover again. All 4 men now inside the ring. Max Bennett gets the shoulder up. Almost didn't make it there. Angus Hayes now going to work into a backbreaker. The tag team champs to turn this match around. Hayes again slugging away on Max Bennett. Fires him back into home territory. Tagging comes Big Crom Ferguson, the monster of the team. Uh-oh. Full Nelson. Total chaos delivered to Max Bennett. We've got a cover. That's it. The Anarchists taking control of this contest and knocking off. There's the beautiful float over attempt by Barton Fisher, but no degree of pin was happening at that point. And Bennett here going toe-to-toe with Angus Hayes. Hayes, after his pin attempt, after that outstanding body splash, right here, boom! And you see Bennett trying to stay on his feet, but couldn't hang in. And then the Anarchists landing what they call total chaos, that assisted powerbomb. Hayes and Ferguson, the XFW Tag Team Champions, victorious tonight on Danger Zone. What a matchup between those two teams. Outstanding, former tag teams and the current tag team champions. Owen Bush says, well, Outdoors Manager needs to be out drinking for a different reason. And when we're talking about drinking, obviously folks are still talking about Stan. And Stan has been, well, let's say, folks, Stan has been having issues. And not to say issues here at XFW, but Stan has been, Stan has been staying, folks. I mean, we had this footage earlier on. This is Stan in Atlantic City, New Jersey. This is where Stan has been spending his time. We have not seen Stan Martin since his first victory here in XFW. Since he won that match, this is all we've been seeing. Snippets of people taking phones. And this here, more and more going on as these two, as Stan, after his first victory, has been doing nothing but partying. Nothing but drinking. And this is, I mean, I can't blame him. The man is happy he won the match. He's thrilled he has his first victory here in XFW, but he's missed 2 broadcasts since then. He's been scheduled to wrestle a number of times and has not made it to the ring because Stan is too busy celebrating. Well, Stan, good for you. We're happy you're happy, but Stan, you got a job. You got to get back here. Either that or hope he's going to sell a lot more cars out in Jersey because he's missed 2 paydays already. So, folks, we're going to head down to ringside as Todd Finch continues his rivalry with Mark Collins next on XFW Danger Zone. And here comes Todd Finch. Johnny Ivan asking the Anarchists close to a tag title reign record. I think they have a long way to go if they want to hold on to those tag team championships. I think the longest reigning tag team we have ever had has still been the White Dragons, who have held the XFW Championship, XFW Tag Team Championships for almost a full year and 11 months. However, the Anarchists have now held on to the Tag Team Championships for a matter of 4 months already here since they won them. But right now, Todd Finch is in the ring, the man formerly known as El Yanator. We've seen a new life into Todd, and right now he's been clashing with the man about to make his entrance, Mark Collins. As the lights go down, the spark comes up, ladies and gentlemen, and Mark Collins making his way out. And here comes Collins, the only man in XFW to hold 2 singles titles at the same time. The XFW Internet and United States Championships.
And his opponent
on the downside, he did lose them both in one faithful night back in October. But Collins and Finch have had a number of matches back and forth, which saw Collins victorious in both of those, but Finch seems very, very focused now on Collins. Collins far more experienced inside the ring, and XFW Original has been here for a long, long time. He's had knockdown, drag-out battles with Showtime Shane Black, Pedro Ortiz Jr., Brian Blaze, and more. But this new attitude by Todd Finch has slowly been growing more and more here in XFW. The fans now starting to dub him the Green Machine. And here we go, folks. We're off and running, and Finch swinging wildly, and already Collins dodging out of the way. The superior technical wrestling abilities of Mark Collins already showing off. Again, Finch using his emotions to fuel him. There's a shot by Finch. And now again, the clubbing blows. Finch just going to work, just brawling now, laying in shots on Collins. Good Lord. Off the ropes now is Finch, and a big right hand. Finch now just barroom brawling with Collins. Swings wildly. Collins fires right back. Collins now up and over into a neck breaker. Easily, Mark Collins is going to continue to outmaneuver. There's a flatline enough from Collins. Continue to outmaneuver the big man and simply out-wrestle him. Finch again just seems hell-bent on causing damage to Mark Collins. Finch grabbing in again, Collins out of the way. Collins slapping the hands away now. And now a running bulldog. Finch gets laid out. Finch back to his feet. Hoist him up into a backbreaker. Again, the level of aggressiveness that Todd Finch has shown ever since losing the mask, ever seeing, as he says, being left aside by Pedro Ortiz Jr., which, folks, I don't believe for a second that's what happened. Pedro Ortiz Jr., one of the nicest guys in XFW. He would never abandon anyone. Todd Finch is unhappy. Uh-oh. Collins laying in a couple shots. Finch kind of absorbing those. Collins out firing into the turnbuckle. Collins might be looking for that shotgun drop kick. Finch turns it around. Finch now again stretching out the throat of Collins using that big boot, those work boots, and now a knee strike to the face. Collins holding on to his eye socket after that shot by Finch. Finch now winds him up and sends Collins up over the top rope. Mike Ventura going to start the count. He is. What the hell is Finch doing? Finch is on the outside. Finch has a chair. Finch has a steel chair. Oh, and a shot. That chair falling to the canvas. Finch turns it around again. Shot to the midsection. Finch right back to that chair. This is not an Extreme Rules match. You see now Mike Ventura trying to give him crap about it. Finch almost into that chair. Sent up over the top rope. And Collins takes a shot to the face. And a clothesline now. Levels. Mark Collins. Irish whip now. Here comes Big Todd. Finch and a clothesline again. Finch now on a roll. Finch now with the Irish whip, and he sends him into that steel chair. Finch just leveled Collins. You see him holding on to the back of his neck. Referee checking on Collins, and now Finch taking that top turnbuckle off, exposing that steel ring. And now Collins sent face first, chest first, I should say, into that, and now right hand from Finch. Finch hoists him up. Oh, and a backbreaker now. Finch using every dirty tactic he's got. We've got a cover. And a kick out again by Collins. Dirk Webb there again, a little bit of inside information. Whoa, 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 whoa. Finch now tearing apart the Bloodsword6.com t-shirt order table. Collins now on the outside with him. And a shot now by Finch. And Collins sent it to the table. Collins goes for a drop kick. Finch shoves him away. And again blast him off the table. Good Lord. This is just rage. And again, Collins banked off the table. Oh no. Finch now on the table. Finch hoists him up and suplex through the table by Finch. Good Lord. Collins is broken on the outside. Referee up to a 5 count. Up to a 6. Collins is not moving. Collins is not, whoa. Collins getting back to his feet. Surprisingly. Back inside now is Collins. And gets sent again into that exposed ring post. Nurajan, thank you for liking the stream. And another shot by Finch. I don't think he thought Collins was going to get back in the ring. Finch now just staring down at Collins. And the right, oh, that shot was close into the face. And another one. Collins now writhing in pain as Finch continues to lay in the damage. Finch now going underneath the ring. Another steel chair in hand. Now Mike Ventura starting to take those chairs away. Throwing it to the outside. Finch with a shoulder tackle now. I don't think Collins can defend himself. Collins has suffered a lot of damage. He's been thrown into that steel ring post, that exposed turnbuckle twice. Putting Collins through the table. And now another shot into that exposed ring of the turnbuckle. We've got a cover. Collins gets the shoulder up. Probably not the wisest thing. Collins might just want to take the loss, walk away from this match before he gets seriously hurt. Finch now drives him down to the canvas. And now again the blatant chokehold by Finch. Rules be damned tonight from Todd Finch. And now squeezing the neck, pinching down the trapezius of Collins. Finch now laying in the shots. Back in the turnbuckle again. Finch now just toying with him. Rushes him again. And now a body tackle and turnbuckle. Collins can't defend himself. Collins has had no offense in minutes. And the backbreaker again from Finch. We've got a cover. Collins again surviving. But again, he's only kicking out. He has not had any offense in several minutes. Finch now with a wind up into the corner. And now a shot to the face again by Finch. Stomping away now. This is brutal, folks. This is getting nasty. Oh my God! Now the knee in the back of the face. Todd Finch tonight is out for blood. You see Micah turn now. Oh, and again the right hand by Finch. And another shot. Micah Turner putting that top turnbuckle back on. And Finch instantly going to another one and exposing another turnbuckle. Oh, come on. And another one. What is going on? Finch now rolling to the outside. Finch again going underneath the ring. Kendo stick now in hand. Again, not an Extreme Rules match. Both men now back inside. Finch drops and gets taken down. Finch has been leveling. Turnbuckle after turnbuckle. Just destroying. Mark Collins at every avenue. And goes for a charge. Collins finally retaliates with a knee strike. And a shot to the head. Working the arm. Collins trying to get back into this match. And a shot. And a second one now by Finch. Repeated shots in the midsection. And a big right hand again. Hoist him up. And drives him face down into the canvas. We've got a cover. Good Lord. Todd Finch took every shortcut he could get past Micah Turner tonight. Exposing turnbuckles. Sending him into a steel chair. Unbelievable. Todd Finch continuously attacking Mark Collins, taking every avenue he could, taking the shortcuts time and time again. Again, this rivalry may not be anywhere near done. We're going to have to check on Collins to make sure he's not injured after that brutality. Right now, they're trying to get down there and roll Collins out as he's not moving off the canvas. Finch has already made his way towards the back. Again, this is a new level of anger we've seen from Todd Finch in the past 2 weeks, folks. Ever since losing the mask to Pedro Ortiz Jr., after turning his back on Pedro Ortiz, a new level of animosity has come out. It's been injured. Dirk Webb saying Collins is not prepared for the rage. That may damn well be true. As folks, it continues to be just an odd scenario for for Mark Collins. And again, this is just a new face, a new level for Todd Finch. And again, now the folks in the audience dubbing him the Green Machine. It is a true statement, as he is now at a whole new level of anger and rage, and you see it each and every time he's in the ring. It continues to grow more and more and more. And you see the sheer level of hate. And obviously now taking every aspect he can, every shortcut he can squeeze past any referee here in XFW, Finch looks like he will take that course. And again, this is a far cry from the man that used to sweep the arena out, used to clean the bathrooms. He even kept up on the toilet paper when he's the janitor for XFW. He has quit being the janitor. He's now a full-time competitor. And folks, it's a little frightening. Now that he's got all his time focused on wrestling, it is a whole new world for Todd Finch. Well, up next, folks, we've got a high-profile match for you. Sean 2.0 Owens, the current XFW United States Champion, goes toe-to-toe with Christopherson Pierce next on XFW Danger Zone. Sean Owens will defend his XFW United States Championship against Savage Andre Stevens at XFW Sudden Death.
Making his
But tonight he will challenge against Christopherson Pierce.
One half of the Natural, Sean Owens.
Owens, a former tag team champion here, and now a long reigning United States champion here in XFW, taking that title away from Mark Collins way back at XFW Matt Mania. I'm sorry, XFW Fight Night. Back in October, 6 months ago. And now continuing to hold on to that United States Championship. Owens damn near way be the most fightingest United States champion we have ever had. But lately clashing with Savage Andre Stevens, the two have had a number of shots back and forth. And here comes the Prince.
England, weighing in at 210 pounds.
And why isn't our music playing?
Christopherson Pierce.
Christopherson Pierce making his way out to the ring. While we have some music problems, why it's just spinning here. Hopefully we don't lose our internet connection. That'll be a nightmare. But Pierce obviously not happy with the fact that his music will not play as we're coming out. Well, there we go. I'm sure we're not going to hear the end about that with Christopherson Pierce. Anything of imperfection, and Pierce is not happy about it. The 26th man in line for the throne of England. I think Christopherson Pierce gave us a bad CD. His music does not want to play. But tonight he gets an opportunity to challenge against the United States champion, Sean 2.0 Owens, as we get ready for the bell to ring. There we go, folks. We're off and running. And Pierce coming out of the gate, swinging wildly with a European uppercut. And now a shot by Sean Owens. Owens now going to work and takes him up and over. Beautiful Northern Light suplex by the United States champion. And now a right hand, clubbing blows by Pierce onto Pierce. And now Owens already scoops in hammerlock position, driving it down. Chacon, thank you for liking the stream. Overhand wrist lock now by Owens, continuing to work the arm. Classic Sean Owens, setting up for the Owens lock. Owens again in with a deep arm drag now. And again, right back to the arm, and he's tagging now a drop kick right to the shoulder of Christopherson Pierce. Pierce now up and over, though. Christopherson Pierce has been outstanding here at XFW. I don't want to take anything away from this young competitor. However, he is, well, folks, for lack of a better word, he's a jackass. His ego is through the roof. However, he does have pinfall victories over the Destroyer, over Brian Blaze, and a number of other high-profile XFW stars. And a win tonight for Sean Owens could elevate him to the #1 contendership spot. What is this? What is this? What is going on here? Something near the rampway with lights came up. But I'm not sure exactly what happened. It sounds like the music of Savage Andre Stevens. And a kick to the midsection now by Pierce. And hits the Tower of London. He hits the Tower of London. Christopherson Pierce almost steals the victory. Savage Andre Stevens' music hitting, and Christopherson Pierce almost walks away with the victory. But this match is now turned around as Pierce goes to work on the head and neck of the United States champion. And another knee drop. Good Lord. Pierce saw an opportunity, and he's capitalizing it. Owens now on his back ever since that music hit. Maybe that's what's wrong with the music. Elbow drop down from the top rope by Christopherson Pierce. We've got a cover, deep cover, leg is hooked, but a kick out by the United States champion. Owens was on top of this match. Beautiful belly-to-belly suplex now. Owens back to his feet, but Pierce instantly with a takedown Owens is off his game ever since Andre Stevens' music hit, and now right hands from Christophers and Pierce. And Pierce again continuing to stomp away on the United States champion. That small window of opportunity. German suplex now. We've got a cover. And then kick out again. Christophers and Pierce, like a shark, has smelled blood in the water. And now a neckbreaker. Christophers and Pierce is on a tirade. And a right hand now by the champion. Snapmare countered. Pierce with a beautifully executed dropkick. Unbelievable turnaround in this contest. Pierce now with a wind-up. European uppercut again. Owens is in trouble. The champion has been staggered. And again a suplex. Unbelievable. And a leg drop again. Pierce is leveling the champion. Owens now counters the arm. Goes for a shot. Right hand again by Pierce. Kick to the midsection. Christophers and Pierce now hoist them up. Owens with a counter. Up and over. Owens has been sluggish ever since that earlier on. And a shot to the face again by Christophers and Pierce. Pierce now going for a scoop slam. Up over the top goes Owens. And another shot by Christophers and Pierce, who now puts the thumb across the throat, saying this is over. Ever since Savage Andre Stevens' music hit, Sean Owens has not been able to get his thoughts together. Kick to the midsection again. And the Tower of London again to the United States champion. We've got a cover. Christophers and Pierce has just pinned the United States champion. The distraction early on in this contest completely took Owens out of the game. Andre Stevens' music hit. He didn't show up, but that could have been all an emotional ploy. And it paid off for Christophers and Pierce, who instantly went to work and started laying in shot after shot. Wow. What an upset, what a tragedy, so to speak, here tonight. Two Tower of Londons after distraction to Sean Owens, and he could not get his head back in the game. Savage Stevens playing the mind games paid off for Christophers and Pierce. Savage Andre Stevens didn't make an appearance tonight, but hit the music, and it definitely had an effect on Sean 2.0 Owens. Folks, we had some issue with the music earlier on, and that damn well could have been the issue. We're trying to get word if anyone has actually seen Savage Andre Stevens. Again, there was some issues with the music in the gorilla position, and then Andre Stevens' music hitting. You saw Owens, you saw him stop the assault that he had. It caused that distraction, that split second of confusion for Sean Owens, allowing the window of opportunity for Christophers and Pierce, who then went on an explosive array of offense and managed to pin the United States champion, folks. And that could mean big issues for the United States champion. We know he will defend against Savage Andre Stevens at XFW Sudden Death. And now Christophers and Pierce has lined himself up. He very well be now the next #1 contender for the United States Championship, since he just pinned the champion here tonight. What the drama that continues to unfold here at XFW, folks. When stuff like this happens, it opens more doors than you can imagine. And how these things will unfold, the people in the back that make these decisions have their work cut out for them. Savage Andre Stevens now with an opportunity for the United States Championship, and now Christophers and Pierce with a pin over Sean Owens opens a door for him. Well, folks, again, later on tonight, our main event will feature Seth Walker going toe-to-toe with the Eliminator, the man who has said he is going to destroy the Destroyer. The man is going to put to rest the 6-time World Heavyweight Champion, the big man in blue, the most feared and respected man in the XFW locker room, the Destroyer. But Seth Walker knows no fear. He doesn't give respect to the Destroyer. He's never given any respect to the Eliminator. And Walker is a walking mass of destruction himself, no pun intended. But Walker himself is a 6-time champion. He won the XFW Championship by defeating 5 other men inside the Elimination Chamber. He pinned every opponent and then won on an absolute wave of destruction of his own in XFW. And those two will clash tonight in the Random Up. Right now, we're going to head down to ringside as the Industry, the newest team of Mason Storm and his partner, Aiden Scott, take on the Thunderbolts next on XFW. The Industry making their way out as Josh, the Coach Clemens, has put together a new group. Signing Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott to a contract. And now teaming him up with Mason Storm. And now these two young upstarts debuted a few weeks ago as a tag team and did outstandingly well for themselves. And now tonight will clash with the Thunderbolts. Look at the confidence level on these 3 men walking down. And again, that epic mustache by Coach Clemens. If Josh the Coach Clemens isn't wrestling anymore, why is he not wearing pants? The pants and t-shirt look, or no pants and t-shirt, is always a weird look for me. But again, it's Josh the Coach Clemens, and he's never been one for rules or guidelines. He only believes in one thing, folks, and that is the pure Greco-Roman style of wrestling, which is another odd reason he signed Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Since Aiden Scott is a high flyer and doesn't fit the bill for what the Industry stood for, but I don't think it matters, as the coach now is just looking for victories. But tonight they're going to clash with the former 2-time XFW Tag Team Champions, Thunderbolt Liger and Thunderbolt Saturn.
Their opponents at a combined weight of 440 pounds.
The high-flying duo of Saturn and Liger. Dirk Webb over on Twitch makes a solid statement there. A former United States champ and a former 5-time internet champ, Mason Storm. Both guys making their way out now. This should prove to be a very interesting match. The Thunderbolts, a far more well-oiled team. Here we go. The bell is rung. Liger going to start things off with Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Liger now wraps him up into a DDT to get things started. Mr. Amazing already down. Liger has had a very, very long year in 2020. Being almost removed from the Thunderbolts. A fake Liger showing up, then a back and forth battle with Liger 2, as I was calling him. Head scissors now takedown by Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Now knife edge chops, and Liger fires right back. Liger now being taken to the side rope. Liger now tossing Mr. Amazing to the outside, right in front of Coach Clemens. Liger now, Liger lining up the shot. Liger now through the ropes and sends Mr. Amazing crashing into the barricade. J.R. Richmond saying they should add a few more members of call themselves Voltron. It's funny you say that, Mr. Richmond. The Thunderbolts in the past have used a triple powerbomb, and they called it forming Voltron. as all three members got inside the ring and executed a triple powerbomb from the top rope. Mr. Amazing now making his way inside. Mike and Turner trying to hold him back as Liger gets back to his feet right in front of Coach Clemens. Clemens now with a shoulder check there. And here comes Amazing with a drop kick. Liger getting back inside the ropes just in time. Again being taunted by Josh Coach Clemens to the outside. There's a tag behind the back by Aiden Scott. And Mason Storm comes in with an explosive drop kick. Saturn now looking anxiously to get inside the ring as Mason Storm now goes to work on Thunderbolt Liger. Big wind-up shot there by Mason Storm. Dirk Webb saying Liger was mind controlled, kidnapped, and cloned. 2020 was a rough year. Liger now back in control. Wind-up shoots Mason Storm into his own corner and now stomps away on the former Internet Champion. Up and over the top into a leg drop by Liger. Drops Mason Storm off the apron. Liger now has turned this match around, yet to make a tag to Thunderbolt Saturn. But Liger now firmly in control of this matchup. Mason Storm again sending the turnbuckle. Tag now comes Thunderbolt Saturn for the first time in this match. What is this? Mason Storm up on the shoulders of Liger. Kevin Dwayne Thomas, thank you. Far high angle bulldog. Mason Storm just got rocked. Carnival type now. Mason Storm with a counter. Fires him up and over the top rope, but Saturn holds on. Storm brings him right back in the hard way. Beautiful belly-to-belly suplex by Mason Storm and makes a beeline to tag in Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Scott now in this match for the second time. Scott charges in. Hurricane Rana takes Saturn up and over. Mr. Amazing easily one of the fastest competitors in XFW. Now laying in a number of shots. Big right hand on Mr. Amazing. On the second rope. Drives the elbow with nobody home. Nothing but canvas. Thunderbolt Saturn now into an armbar. Fujiwara style. Ripping back on the shoulder of Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Scott with a nice roll through. Into a Hurricane Rana. Explosive speed again by Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. You blink, you miss something from Aiden. Hoist him up. No! Chest exploder by Mr. Amazing. And on the top rope, drives the elbow home. Scott now ground and pound. Repeated shots to the head of Thunderbolt Saturn. Saturn now with a counter into the corner. Blow tag. Mason Storm inviting himself back into play and goes right to work. But Saturn cuts him off. Mason Storm with a nice counter. Double underhook. Hoists him up and takes him over. Mason Storm makes his way over a right hand to Liger. Liger is desperate to make a tag to get inside the ring. German suplex now. Too close to the ropes. Clemens on the outside cheering on his members of the industry. Saturn with a counter, wiggles the legs, drops the scoop slam into a reverse DDT. And now Saturn with a cover. But Mason Storm gets his shoulder up. Mason Storm back to his feet. Storm now charging in. Leg lariat connects. Beautifully executed. A diving tag. Storm tried to stop that, but Liger gets into the match and a pump kick right to the face. Levels Mason Storm. Liger now stomping away the former 5-time Internet Champion. Mason Storm was obsessed with the Internet Championship after winning it for the first time. Holding on to it like it was the only thing in the world that mattered to him. Storm now in the corner. Liger with a wind-up. Flying through, up and over. Mason with the counter. Liger connects with a shot. Liger now running around Aiden Scott. And a swinging kick around the post. Lights up Mason Storm. We've got a cover. 1, 2. Mr. Amazing now to break up the pinfall. That might have been it for Mason Storm. Storm now counters through. Avoids the drop kick. Shot to the head. Storm now again into the German suplex. Mason Storm impressive today. Our ship into the turnbuckle now from Mason Storm. Storm now off the ropes. Beautiful high cross body by Mason Storm, who continues the offense. Counted out by Liger, up and over the top rope. Storm hangs on for dear life. Storm drops down just as Liger is to the outside, and Storm, German suplex on the outside, and he holds on. And a second German suplex. And the trifecta from Mason Storm on that unforgiving concrete floor at ringside. Storm now back in. A tag to Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Scott now in control, up and over, crashes down on Liger. Liger still trying to recover from the brutality of Mason Storm, and now a second time, banged off the apron. Elbow shot now by Liger. Storm sends him back inside. Diving tag, in comes Saturn. Liger rolling to the outside. Forearm now by Saturn. Lights up Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Back and forth match between these two teams tonight. Right hand by Mr. Amazing. Goes for a super kick, but Saturn now with a number of shots off the ropes. Saturn now with his own explosive offense. Scott in trouble. Goes for a suplex, nobody home. Scott able to counter. Eyes over to the turnbuckle now by Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott. Kick to the midsection. Hoists him up. Ew, and again that chest exploder. The two knees from the suplex position. We've got a cover on Saturn, but Saturn gets the shoulders up. Liger just getting back into position. Saturn sends him reeling back into home territory. But a kick to the face. Counter again by Saturn. Shot to the back of the head. And 2 feet to the chin of Aiden Scott, who just gets leveled. Mason Storm coming in. Mason Storm is not legal. And levels Saturn, but Saturn explodes back to his feet. Saturn shrugging off that shot by Mason Storm. But enough allowed Aiden Scott to recover. And a wind-up shot back in home territory. Tagging comes Mason Storm. Oh, we've seen this in the past. And they call it pure excellence from the industry. We've got a cover on Saturn. But he gets the shoulder up. Amazing. Looked like he thought that was it. And Amazing stays inside the ring. This is not legal. Come on. The industry going to town. Oh, come on. The industry obviously not playing by the rules. Mason Storm now in the corner. Gets caught by Saturn, who lights him up. Mason Storm goes to the eyes. How'd he get his eyes inside that mask? Didn't seem like it had much of effect on Saturn, who's able to avoid that. We've got a cover now by Saturn. Storm gets the shoulder up. Marathon match from these two teams tonight. Storm now double underhook. Takes him down. Storm now making his way all the way to the top rope and ringside. Storm now standing tall. Saturn starting to get back to his feet. Storm off the top. Beautifully executed dropkick by Mason Storm. Mr. Amazing still staggering. Mason Storm now again in the corner. There's a somersault DDT by Mason Storm. We've got a cover. Amazing missed the clothesline. Liger able to dodge out of the way, but now grabs on. Mason Storm now hoisting him up. Oh, Mason Storm's back just gave out. Mason Storm collapsing under the weight of Saturn. He may have injured his back. Shot to the face down by Mason Storm. Leg lariat connects. Storm now, was he just playing? Mason Storm getting back to his feet. And a clothesline now from Storm. And a second one. Kick to the midsection. Countered. Enziguri by Saturn. But Mason Storm again back to his feet. Again lays in a clothesline. But Saturn again with a counter. Backdrop suplex. Beautiful exchange between these two teams tonight. We've got a cover again on Mason Storm. But a kick out again by the young upstart. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Saturn going full rage mode. We've seen this in the past. But Mason Storm counters through. Storm now with an Irish whip. Up and drops him down big time. Back body drop. But Mason Storm having a hard time capitalizing. Liger now in trouble. Mason Storm again going to the top rope. Storm hits a big time splash. We've got a cover again on Saturn. 2. Almost a 3 count. All 4 men again inside the ring. Mason Storm again back in the corner. Storm charges in. Again the somersault. DDT connects. We've got a cover again. All 4 men once again back inside the ring. This is getting ugly really, really fast. All 4 men now inside. German suplex on Saturn. Irish whip, hard impact. This is getting brutal. The referee has lost all control of this contest. Out he goes. Mason Storm just took a brutal enziguri from Thunderbolt Saturn. And the industry loses. The industry is going to get disqualified. They would not leave the ring. They would not leave the ring. The Thunderbolts are going to get the victory. The well-oiled team of the Thunderbolts holding on to the rules. Mason Storm and Mr. Amazing Aiden Scott getting frustrated. All 4 men in the ring. Mike Katura got tired of telling industry to get out. They are livid right now with Josh the Coach Clemens, who is losing his mind. He already lost his shirt at ringside. Excuse me, and now he's losing his mind. The coach is upset. Johnny Ivan, you are correct. What a disappointment for the industry after a hard-fought battle, but they could not keep up with the Thunderbolts and the well-oiled machine that they are. And you saw all 4 men battling in. Mr. Amazing, the temper flaring, going after Liger, not getting out of the ring before the referee's 5 count. Mike Katura having enough. It has been a rough night for Mike Katura between Todd Finch, between the guys early in the match, and now the industry. Everyone throwing the rules to the wayside. Folks, our referees have a tough job. They cannot see everything. They do not have eyes on all sides of their heads. And a lot of the competitors do take advantage of that aspect, and they will not forgive for it. They'll be proud when they use those rules and bend them and twist them into their favor, and that's what just happened there, folks. Excuse me. A little bit of phlegm tonight. I apologize for my voice a little bit. But, folks, we've got a lot more coming your way. Our main event's still a little while away as the Eliminator will challenge or take on Seth Walker in one-on-one competition. Again, these two monsters going at tonight. A lot of people are wondering, is this a wise move by the Eliminator? Going up against someone as powerful as Seth Walker, as prominent as Seth Walker, 2 weeks before his, dare I say, brutal match that he will have with the Destroyer at sudden death when his career is on the line. But right now, we're going to head down to ringside as Davidson Howe, the man from Funk University, goes head-to-head with Biff Wellington. A one-on-one competition next. And here comes Wellington. And Wyndham Shaw at his side, one half of the Blue Bloods.
Way to the ring from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 263 pounds. Gentlemen, the Strong Man.
Lord Biff Wellington, the UK Strongman, and his new protege, one of his members he brought in, the new tag team of the Blue Bloods, in his corner. as he will challenge Davidson Howe in one-on-one competition. The most epic mustache in all of professional wrestling, brought to you by Wellington Wax. And now Lord Biff Wellington inside the ring as he takes on a newcomer here at XFW. The man who's got more moves. Well, more moves than I do, that's damn for sure. And here comes Davidson Howe. Davidson Howe. I just recently found out that Davidson Howe owns his own aerobics studio. Funk You Aerobics. In his hometown, but when he's not here in professional wrestling, running his little aerobics business, I would like to see what that looks like. When you mix funk and aerobics, that would definitely be interesting. Dirk Webb's talking about the funk aerobic workout videos. I have seen them passed around the locker room as Davidson now trying to mix business. Oh, now I see Carl Ellis has made his way out here too. Both members of the Blue Bloods now at ringside with Wellington. As this match is underway, Davidson now dodging out of the way, now giving kicks. Wow, Davidson Howe with a discus forearm, very similar to what Biff Wellington uses for a finishing maneuver. Trying to pick up Wellington, but he drives a shot in the midsection, and an elbow now from Wellington. Wellington, one of the most brutal strikers in XFW. But again, this goes all the way back to the fact that Wellington once bare-knuckle boxed a bear at a United Kingdom sideshow. Look at this! Wellington getting a little dose of the funk aerobics, and Howe paid for it. Davidson Howe dancing in the face of Wellington. Wellington not having any of it. Goes to the arm. Howe rolls through, and a drop toe hold. Wellington's face landing against the turnbuckle. But Wellington powering through. Wellington now. And Wellington with the strongman pose now. I still wonder, does his hair even move? German suplex into a pinning combination, but Davidson Howe gets the shoulder up. Not only does Wellington use that Wellington wax on his mustache, he uses on the hair to get that promenade. And a lot of folks say that hair is like a helmet. It does not move thanks to Wellington wax. One of the reasons he uses the headbutt that he uses is because that extra layer of wax makes it so hard on the impact. Counter now by Davidson. Now into the corner goes Wellington, right in front of the Blue Bloods at ringside. Howe now with Wellington on the top rope, setting him up for something. J.R. Richmond, thank you for joining in. Follow-away slam. Wellington gets dumped hard in the middle of the canvas. And now kick right to the face by Davidson. Now we've got a cover. Wellington instantly gets the shoulder up. Wellington back to his feet relatively quick. Charging in now, both men with the same idea. But Wellington sends Howe into the turnbuckle. And now Wellington stretching out the arm of Davidson Howe, using the rope as a weapon. Right hand counter. Howe fires back with his own brutal haymaker. And a clothesline now from Davidson Howe, the young upstart. Funk aerobics obviously pays off well, as Howe's been able to keep pace endurance-wise with Wellington. Wellington up and over! Float over DDT. Beautifully executed by Wellington, showing that superior in-ring technical superiority that Wellington has. And now dumps Howe across the top rope. Wellington with easily a decade or more experience over Davidson Howe, and is starting to show through. Howe getting back to his feet. Howe hoists him up. Well, Wellington with an impressive counter and a hip toss takes him over. And there's the headbutt, brought to you by Wellington Wax. Davidson Howe just got rocked, and that's it. Wow! Wellington lands that headbutt. Johnny Ivan saying Biff stuff is not a foreign substance. Well, it just won Wellington a match. Whoa! Christopherson, Pierce now back out here. Wellington and Pierce have had problems in the past. Wellington now making his way up the ramp. Pierce calling out Will. Pierce off a win. Uh-oh. What is going on? This is not good. Oh, here we go. Wellington and Pierce now laying in some shots back and forth. The referee's going to try to get out there and separate them. Oh, here we go. Referee's finally getting out of the security there too, trying to separate these two. Christopherson and Pierce having a hell of a night, getting a pinfall victory over Sean 2.0 Owens, and now coming out and trying to provoke Lord Biff Wellington. Wellington and Pierce have had issues in the past. We know Wellington lost his ability to call himself Lord Biff Wellington many, many moons ago. Christopherson and Pierce getting the ability to call himself the Prince, but Wellington winning his title back by pinning Christopherson and Pierce. And obviously that is not set well with Christopherson and Pierce, the 26th man in line for the throne of England, if that is in fact true. Excuse me. But folks, up next is our main event of the evening. Seth Walker, the former 6-time World Heavyweight Champion, going toe-to-toe with the Eliminator. Now, the Eliminator looking to carry this momentum, looking to build this run into XFW's sudden death on Saturday, March 27th. Now, the Eliminator has been on a run since he got back here to XFW. Very few, I think he's only had one loss in a singles match, and that was to the Destroyer himself. And then the disqualification he gave himself to allow the Destroyer to pick the stipulation for their match. And again, to quote the Eliminator, this is so the Destroyer could pick and choose his own demise. Ladies and gentlemen, that is beyond ego. That is just pure damnation coming from the mouth of the Eliminator. But again, tonight he goes toe-to-toe with Seth Walker, one of the most powerful men in all of XFW, the man who has brutalized opponent after opponent after opponent. No other wrestler in professional wrestling history has been in an elimination-style chamber match and defeated all 5 other opponents. Ladies and gentlemen, our main event starts right now. And here comes Walker now.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Entourage from Fort Worth, Texas, weighing in at 262 pounds, Seth Walker.
Seth Walker, the former 6-time World Heavyweight Champion. The man who loves to cause serious injury to every opponent he goes against. Johnny Ivan, thank you for sending 400 stars. Thank you so much, Mr. Ivan. There's going to be a lot of humanity inside that ring tonight as these two towered monsters go at it tonight. And ladies and gentlemen,
And his opponent,
the man who has come back from the shadows, the man who come out of retirement for one sole purpose, and that is to expunge the Destroyer. A former World Heavyweight Champion himself. The man who seamlessly mixes technical and power wrestling has said he is here to force the Destroyer into retirement where he belongs. Those cold, dead eyes. I'm surprised those assassins aren't out here with him. Those thugs that he has at ringside half the time. The thugs that he sent after a number of other opponents, including Hiro Katsuyori. However, I'm sure they're lurking somewhere in the shadows, possibly the audience, possibly somewhere in the back. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the bell is rung. The Eliminator swinging wildly. Walker fires back, inverted atomic drop. And you see the cold, calculating look now of Walker. The total disrespect he has for anyone he's in the ring with. And again, the inverted atomic drop. The Eliminator collapsing down on the canvas. Eliminator countering out of that, though, and right into a Luthez press, and now repeated shots right to the bridge of the nose of Walker, and Walker rolling underneath the ropes. And a right hand Walker sent off the apron and crashes down to ringside. Mike Katura now will start the count. Walker slow to get back to his feet, taking his time to recover. Walker now back inside the ring. Here we go. The Eliminator now winding up, drives him down with a neckbreaker. Adam, thank you for sending 1,000 stars. Thank you, Adam, so much. Michinoku driver now by the Eliminator and a kick out. Adam, thank you again for sending 1,000 stars. Counter again by Walker. Now Walker now taunting the Eliminator. And the Eliminator firing right back with his own taunts. And Walker brings him in. Both these men, egos are monumental. And now they're starting to taunt each other. And the Eliminator lays in with a heavy shot. Walker shoves the hand away. Shovel to tackle, neither man given any grace. Walker again gets decimated with a flying forearm by the Eliminator. Knife edge chop now. Walker dropped down to one knee, and again the Eliminator just stares down. Walker dodges out of the way to take down of his own. Both these guys feel themselves to be totally unstoppable here in XFW. Walker now lays him with an elbow. Eliminator now holding onto his chest and shoulder after that brutal shot there. Walker, nearly 300-pound plus, driving the elbow down to the sternum of the Eliminator. And again, a lot of folks think this is a bad move for the Eliminator to have this match with someone as a high profile as Seth Walker, and again, someone who lives to cause pain. Irish whip now by the Eliminator. Again, the shoulder tackle, neither one giving up any. Down goes David. Mike Katura. Mike Katura taken down. Luckily getting back to his feet. One of these guys thrown through, he was like a Mack truck. But these two didn't lose a step as they continue to pour the offense on one another. Walker countering through. Both these guys continue to overpower one another, with the Eliminator just that much quicker than Walker. Hoists him up, drops him down across the back of his neck. And the Eliminator now with a cover. Leg is hooked. Kick out by Walker. Walker now retaliates, kicked in the midsection, winds him up with his own neckbreaker. The Eliminator dropped down to the canvas. Walker so cold, so calculating, got him up on the shoulders, drives him down, hellacious power slam by Seth Walker. We've got a cover. That might be it for the Eliminator. Gets the shoulder up. Almost. Walker now hoisting up the Eliminator. Eliminator again with a counter, drives him down to the canvas. Eliminator, wind up DDT. The emphasis the Eliminator just put on that was brutal. And now a cover by the Eliminator. Leg is hooked again. Wow. Just like that, the Eliminator puts the exclamation point on it. I have not seen Walker put down that fast that I can think ever. The Eliminator kicking out of Walker's power slam, instantly getting to his feet and landing that wind-up DDT, remnants of his old Hangman's DDT, and puts Walker down. Here's the power slam. Walker's won championships with that power slam. But the Eliminator gets back to his feet instantaneously and delivers that wind-up DDT And that is the end of it. Unbelievable. Look at this, folks. Look at that. Boom. Walker's planted. He is unconscious. The Eliminator. Destroying Walker. Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, the Destroyers come into play. The Eliminator, not paying attention, doesn't even realize Big Blue will destroy now with a handful of the Eliminator. The Eliminator counters. The Eliminator now winds up on the Destroyer and drives him down to the canvas. The Eliminator turned the tables on the Destroyer. He's got the Destroyer and the DDT now to the Destroyer. The Eliminator turning the tables on the World Heavyweight Champion. Oh my God. The Eliminator now. He's got him up. Samoan Driver. Samoan Driver by the Eliminator. Good Lord.